Episode 4 of the Vince Staples Show starts with Vince going on a day at the local park with Deja and his brother. The trio are joined by Deja's brother Dee Dee's friends, and Vince is less than excited to spend the day entertaining three boys. Deja warns Vince, asking him to bring her the most popular fried chicken that was famous at the carnival. Deja asks Vince to bring a birthday pin for Dee Dee, but Vince is having a hard time getting through the two women at the stall. Vince has a face-off with the cartoon character Dude, who Dee Dee loves. The children get hungry and ask for fried chicken, and Vince is forced to bring it for the boys. Vince gets to the counter, but the restaurant server refuses to serve Vince, and he is left confused. Despite being a black man himself, the server states that he did not want to serve Vince because he was not a part of his community. Vince has a chat with a cleaner at the park who reveals there is another chicken shop with a red door. Vince eventually gets to the shop and is met with an eerie-looking man who does not speak. He pays for the expensive chicken and goes outside, waiting for his order to be made. In the meantime, Deja is letting Dee Dee and his friends buy merch from a local store in the park. The shop owner accuses Deja of trying to steal the merch, which infuriates her. She threatens him with Vince's name and leaves the store. On the other hand, Vince is distracted and watches a magic show while his order is prepared. The magician performs a trick of cutting the muse in half, but Vince is disappointed with the lack of thrill in the trick. To keep Vince from leaving, the magician ends up shooting his muse, which makes Vince happy. Meanwhile, Deja goes to talk to the park magician because the shop owner racially profiled her. The women at the counter mock Deja and state that racism was something the whites invented, as it did not exist in the black community. The women refuse to let Deja talk to the manager, and she tries to get in touch with Vince. However, Vince is being chased and beaten up by the cartoon figures. Just then, he gets a call about his chicken order being ready. Vince gets the chicken order and takes the food to Deja. The episode ends with Dee Dee celebrating his birthday by cutting his cake as Vince and Deja fight about the day they have had. The episode review. Out of all the episodes on this show, one that had me the most confused is this. While I understand the fact that Deja keeps being racially profiled by the blacks because she is not as black as them, the magic show and its significance to Vince is something I have yet to grasp. It is possible that the show is trying to reverse roles and put blacks, in the form of Vince, as an audience, while the whites, in the form of the magician, perform acts to entertain him. We also see Vince trying to flee from a cartoon character, representing the comedic turn of events in his life. The chicken shop refusing to serve Vince and him having to go to the creepy cellar to make sure Deja is not disappointed with him is possibly an analogy to the extent to which Vince goes to try and keep his girlfriend happy. Overall, this one was a very confusing watch, but I hope we get some clarity in the season finale.